This is Logan from Zixaw, and I hope you guys are doing well during your induction period. I'm here to explain about the importance of LinkedIn. So, first, we need to understand LinkedIn is a proper platform where the job seekers meet the recruiters. The power of LinkedIn is very enormous, and you need to understand the potential of LinkedIn. So, there are multiple ways with which you can contact job seekers for a specific profile, that is. So, the profile that I would be taking as an example to let you know how to work on with LinkedIn is .NET development. So, in this case, I would initially go on with the first phase where you try to look out for individuals which are interested in .NET development. So, as you normally search, go for .NET developer, and these are all the profiles who would be potentially interested in .NET developer role. So, if in case you come across a profile, let's say Palash Chauhan, for example, it clearly says he's actively looking for a job change, right? So, he would be our potential target, and these people are the ones who are actively seeking job. So, in this case, what you need to do is say send him a connect, like he's open to work right now. So, you'll have a clear idea over here that he's open to work and he's looking for a job change, right? So that's there. He'll be interested for whatever role that you're looking out for. So give him a connect, and while sending him a connection request, you can add an extra note. So I have had a pre-prepared message over here, right? So this is one of the messages that I've prepared so that it can be useful for me when I'm reaching out to candidates. So it's over here. So I just paste, hey, this is Logan. So I've come across your profile, and instead of, so this has been prepared for Magento, just change it to .NET. And so if in case you're looking out for a pan India location, or it's better to remove the location part, because if people are not interested in a specific location, and if you got multiple job roles, it's better you don't mention about the location and just keep it hidden, right? So here you're saying that, hey, this is me, I'm from Zixaw, and I came across your profile and it looks suitable for the .NET developer position. And here you're giving him an opportunity to know more about the position and say that, hey, if you want to know more about the opportunity, you can, let me know. Send him a request. That's it. So he accepts your request, or he doesn't accept your request, it will be on pending. So if he's actively looking for a job role, he'll probably accept your request. So once he accepts your request, what happens is, see, this person I've previously contacted him for .NET developer role, and so he has accepted my request. His Sometimes people don't read the message, right? So at that point of time, you just need to remind them. Say this was on May 26th. Give him a week or 4 days time or whatever, and say, hi, I am Mohammed. Are you still interested in this profile? So if in case he say yes, good, great. So at that point of time, you can ask him for, you can send me your resume. So once you get his resume, you can get his contact details, and you can reach out to him. So that's one way of getting. Or in some cases, candidates would be hesitant to send their profile directly to you. At that point of time, they would ask for your mail ID, right? So you should give your official mail ID, and yeah, so that's how it works. You can contact them and source them as potential candidates. And in certain cases, people would say, well, I'm not interested, right? So at that point of time, like, so they will have some hesitancy over certain things. So it's better to get their contact details and contact them directly. It's easy to convince them through a phone call rather than a chat. and it will be an easy, you know, job for you as well, right? So there are certain cases where when you reach out to the candidates, right? In this case in Abhinaya, even if they are not interested, like they say that, oh, I'm not looking for the job role, what happens is they would recommend their friend for this role, and sure, you get their resume. So that's sorted as well. So this will provide you 100% guaranteed candidate who's potentially looking out for a job, right? So that's one thing. If in case this doesn't work out, right, you should do the same .NET developer search and go for posts. So let's say that a specific candidate, or in this specific post, right? So one more thing that I used to do is I used to connect with other companies HR. So if in case they post for a .NET developer role, and let's see, in this case, you might have candidates directly commenting of getting interested, or something related to that. At that point of time, you can reach out to them and say, like, oh, hi, I'm looking out for this role, and so if you are interested, yeah, so in this case, this person is probably looking out for the specific job role, right? So you can send them a request. Same way, you can connect with them. Whatever pre-prepared message you have, you can send them, as in like connect with them and send it to them, right? So this is another method. Through posts, you search for .NET developer, and instead of searching through people, you search through posts, so that these people are actively looking for the specific profile, right? So this works as well. And so what happens is, after certain search options, like let's say when you go through page 5, after you've gone through multiple pages, your search option gets limited. So I guess, just a sec. Yeah, so if in case it gets limited, that's where the Boolean search plays a major role, right? So yeah, after some time it gets exhausted. So once when it gets exhausted, what you tend to do is, so this is the Boolean search thing that I had kept it for Magento developer. Same thing. All you need to do is remove the Magento and use it for .NET. So what happens over here is you get multiple pages of LinkedIn profiles of potential candidates who are related to .NET developer. And in this case, what is the Boolean option is, they should have the skill in API, as well as they are from a specific location as well. So you can check for a specific skill set as well as a specific location, and you can add more and options. Like if you're gonna keep your search very constricted, you can do that. So here you don't need to have any premium account. You'll be getting a lot of search options, right? So as Google search is unlimited, like it'll go to the extent, right? So you'll have pages and pages of candidates whom you can contact to, potential candidates whom you can contact to. So that's one way where you can source for candidates, right? So you source them, send them a pre-made message stating that, hey, try to mention their name, because it needs to be, they should know that you're customized your message and you're speaking to them specifically. So never ever, yeah. So what happened? I've sent him a request and he wants to know more about the company. Yeah. So people who are looking out for jobs, they instantly message to you. So this is what happens, right? So even if in case they miss, say, hey, are you interested in this profile? Because they have accepted your request, they do have some sort of interest. but you don't know whether they'll go forward with it or not, or they might have forgotten due to their hectic schedule. So you do a reminder message saying, "Hey, are you interested?" So if in case, yeah, you're asking them to send their resume if in case they are interested, and even after that, if they forget, you just say, "Hey," you can mention his name and be like, let him reply. So after that, he'll get reminded. So one thing is you have to constantly remind the candidates, you were interested in this profile, you can send me your resume. This is what happens, right? So that's one thing. And one other thing is make a job poster. So one of the easiest ways you can reach out to candidates or the potential candidates who are looking out for job roles is make a poster for Zigsaw. Like you need to be very, it needs to be a bit attractive. So you need to be very specific with all the things, like what role, which location. So I genuinely tend to keep it more open, because if you're going to constrict to Ahmedabad, candidates might be iffy about the location, right? They might be interested in or might not be interested in the specific location. So it's always better to keep it pan India. You get a pool of candidates, even if in case you're not getting relevant candidates for this your specific location, you can still give it out to your fellow recruiters who are interested in that specific location. So that way you're working together as a team, right? Mention the experience, and if in case you want to mention about the salary, or you want to just keep it open, just keep it open, because it's always good to have a lot of resumes, right? So after that, just say apply now. You give your mail ID, and you have to give your number as well. So make a poster through Canva or any other. Canva is the most used platform. So make a poster. Make sure it reaches out to a lot of people, right? You ask your fellow recruiters to post them for you, as in like you can share it with them and ask them to post, and you yourself make a post saying that, hey, give a catchy line saying that, right? Hey, uh, are you interested in .NET developer? So don't go any further. Just try to reach out to me. I'm looking out for .NET developer hiring. I'm interested in hiring you. So at this point of time, people do tend to like, share. People start commenting on it, and it gets a good traffic, right? So ask more people to share, even if in case they are not interested. It would be helpful for you to get more candidates, right? So these are the ways where you genuinely tend to get people. Like, I'm telling you, this is like the one of the best ways you can get out. You can reach out to candidates and get potential candidates. So once you start using LinkedIn properly and get to know to use it properly, you won't have any problem in sourcing relevant candidates. And I think that's it from my side. Try to do good recruiting, I guess. All the best, guys.